And I think this is a side of business that people don't get. All good things we must wait for.
What do you want? You want me to go and sit on the sofa with you?
Oh, I don't want to ring my brother.
I wanted to pop up and stop it.
What are you then finding out at the same time I'm finding out?
Is it illegal to vlog and drive? I don't know. Reasons, first of all, hi Tuesday. Reasons I may be late to work, like just 101, many of the reasons. Number one, I'm either waiting for my dog to poo. Number two, I'm either trying to remember loads of things, which I can't tell you how many samples I've had to rummage through and take into the office today. Number three, what's number three? I've lost my phone. I have two phones, I can only find one of them today, so I ended up just cutting my losses because I was really going to be late and my first meeting's at 10. I have 9 minutes, but I'm 8 minutes away, so I technically won't be late. Yeah, they're the three main reasons. Can't find my phone, dog won't poo, and just getting texts saying you need to remember this, you need to remember this, which is fine, but it does cause me a delay. I've even run out the door without a coat in 1 degrees, but it's fine. What have I got on today? At 10 AM, I might be getting the order wrong. 10 AM is my first meeting. I believe it's with Sophie, and we have like a bit of a socials catch up. We have put some time in. Oh, the police are there. Is it illegal to vlog and drive? I don't know. Like, yeah. So we've just got, she calls it Aimee and Sophie time, but we're basically gonna have a meeting about socials and film some TikToks and discuss TikTok strategy overall, because I've definitely noticed a change in TikTok. When we first started making TikToks, it was like we'd do all the music videos and people would love it, but I think it's like changed a little bit now. My availability for, I mean, that's definitely our stance when we're launching a collection. That's definitely like the fun we like to inject into it. But day to day, we're kind of figuring out what do people want from the Odd Muse TikTok channel. I obviously do a lot on my personal page about just founder content, but I don't really want to flood Odd Muse with that. I want it to be like about Odd Muse and about Odd Muse's why and what we're doing, and you know, product that we're bringing out, and almost like TikTok is that sort of like exclusive look into Odd Muse. So yeah, we're really building out what, you know, what that channel is now, because that's like all things in business. Everything changes. I have to change my product every year, so I have to change what we're doing on socials every single year. After that, I have a design meeting with our design assistant Molly. We're going to catch up on all sketches I've done over Christmas. She then will put them into CADs and tech packs and get the ball rolling on sampling. And we are going to have a discussion about bridal, because I don't know, I have been very, very bad with my bridal designs, because I don't know, I feel like this year is the year where I just need to step it up a little bit for bridal. It needs to be a bit more special, and yeah, I just need some help, to be honest. And we're supposed to be launching it in April, so that's definitely going to be late. A lot of product is late this year, and that is the Q1 story every single year. So I'm literally going to start thinking of January product for next year now. I need to be like, not a year ahead, but at least a year ahead in terms of, okay, what are we doing? It doesn't have to be confirmed samples, orders quantified, but it does need to be like, okay, what are we doing next January? Yeah, but it's fine. January for us is always huge for all the white dresses on site, so it's never like a worrying month. It's always just like brides, brides, brides. But I do understand that I have a lot of customers that aren't brides that just want something else in January, whether that's workwear, whether that's cozy stuff, and yeah, all of that has moved out, which is just annoying, but all good things we must wait for. After that, I have a shoot meeting, which I'm really hoping gets the juices flowing, because we have a lot of shoots to do in January. 2 very big ones specifically, and I want to start planning pre-spring, because the new 2025 vibe is we don't plan shoots 2 weeks before, so we're gonna have to catch up and plan pre-spring as well. which I have quite a good idea for pre-spring anywho. It's just typically the ones that are the soonest that I don't really have any juices for. And then I have a Q1 launch meeting, which I think is basically for other people in the team, just to see what we're sort of like launching, just so marketing are aware on dates and what the products are and what the general vibe is for the customers in the next coming months. And then yeah, I'll go home. That'll be about 2 p.m. I'll go home, eat my little jar salad, and I'll walk Oddie, and then I'll just basically sit down and do emails, to be totally honest, because I wanted to clear them yesterday and just did not really touch the sides, to be honest. Right, let's stop chatting because I'm driving slow because I'm chatting and I've got 4 minutes till my first meeting.
I need to switch the camera like every like 30 minutes.
What do you mean switch the camera?
Switch the battery. I don't know why, like the battery won't be dead, but it just needs a new battery. And then it turns on again.
Alright.
So it's not ideal, but...
Not ideal, but we can work with it. Whoa! It is Merry 2025, Merry 2025! We're back!
We're back with Sophie and Aimee time.
What have you done this, like, what's the vlogging like? I mean, it's Tuesday.
To be fair, I vlogged yesterday and I was basically going to give them a video today about my first Monday back. And then do Thursday vlog.
You said 2.
But, I don't know, what do you think about that?
I can review the footage and see how it vibes.
I was a bit rusty yesterday, so it's like I started again, but I think it was quite an interesting day. I took them to see all the horses, I showed them the deer feeder.
Nice.
I made salad jars with them.
I want to see how the salad jars are made.
Recorded a bit of trade.
Slay.
Roasted the chicken.
Oh my god, you did so much.
Yeah, I did. Yesterday was a great day.
Okay, so maybe you want to see that guy. So you want 2 uploads a week?
It's up to you. Do you think people will like that?
I think so. Yeah. I think they'll be absolutely like, no one's going to say no, aren't they?
Vlog is we can't really vlog our Crimbo party.
So I can do the Monday vlog for this week, and then you vlog this week, and then that's next week's. This could be like, come spend the week at Odd Muse or whatever.
Okay.
And this can be, in the vlog can be Thursday. Fine.
Alright.
Yeah?
Okay.
Alright. We're doing our ins and outs of 2025. I wrote some down, but have a little think.
Okay.
Outs I was really struggling with. I don't know why. I feel like I'm more like I'll throw that in. I'm thinking, what can we kick out? But let's start with an in. We'll do one each at a time.
Okay.
You can start.
And no, you start.
Okay.
You've prepped. I haven't.
Well, this one, very random.
You can start. You got told the idea 2 minutes ago.
Well, I was letting you. I was being nice. This one actually kind of saw in your story, but I'm not gonna lie, I did not copy this from you. I was genuinely.
I just saw it in your story.
But I was like, oh my god, me too. But I was gonna text you, but I thought I'll wait till tomorrow. Americanos. I say that as I'm drinking a cappuccino.
Yeah, same. I've said it and not had an Americano yet.
Oh no, because I got a coffee press for Christmas.
Nice.
Because good ground coffee. Like, I don't know what's your favourite ground. Maybe I'd get some.
If Red Brick do ground, they're really good.
Right. Because my dad had Starbucks in the cupboard, and I was like, no thank you, I don't really want that. But that being, anyway, out Starbucks. Americanos is kind of my new thing. Yeah.
Kind of new thing that neither of us have
No,
done.
no, but it's gonna come in. Okay.
Maybe the afternoon coffee can be...
Yeah, because it's like not as much. It's just like you want it because you want the caffeine.
I really want oat milk to be an out because everyone says it changed their life. But I'm sorry, I have 1 coffee a day. I have it in a tiny cup. I have that much oat milk a day.
Have a bit of oat milk. Oh, next will be your ins.
Ins.
Yeah.
Heels.
Yes, heels to work. Though that's not going to be me. But an absolute vibe.
But back me up. I'm a heel girl, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. That's why I'm surprised you don't wear them to work enough.
I only bought trainers to fit in with you guys.
And do you even wear them? No, you don't.
I just
Also, they're like Chanel. I buy trainers to fit in. I'm like, yeah. Me with my sambas. Looking put together for work.
Yeah.
Because if you look put together for work, you feel put together.
Yeah.
And also, you know.
Oh, I thought you was like, I've got a boyfriend.
Oh. No. In a boyfriend. It's not currently going on, but
I
no.
thought you was like, you got to dress up. No, I was like, is he here?
We don't have many men in the office. You've got me into this. Again, another one from Aimee now. Mouth tape.
Yeah.
I've been using it every single night.
Yeah.
And though my sister did say to me yesterday, what if you have a seizure when you're wearing one?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like,
there are some that have like a little hole so you can breathe.
Like my brother came in Christmas Day to wake me up, and I'm literally like there with my mouth tape on, and he was like, "Why are you held hostage?" Like he literally was like, "What's happened to you overnight?"
It does look scary, especially if you use the overnight blow dry as well. Josh is like, "What the?
What's going on here?" So yeah, in mouth tape, because I've actually really started to enjoy it. Sometimes I wake up, it's just like on my finger, sometimes it's on the floor, sometimes I have it on the whole night, so it's always like a wake up, see like how long it lasted.
Yeah. It's gonna be really hard to edit for you.
Yeah, no, there's gonna be so many.
Odd Muse YouTube.
Odd Muse YouTube.
Big in. What's our goal for the whole year?
Well, right now we're on like 6,700, I think.
We should want 10,000 by the end of Q1.
Slay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
If we push ourselves.
Go on. Keep going.
I think 2 uploads a week in 2025.
Yeah. Die of it. No, 100%. Because also we're not like editing crazy. We're just like kind of like just clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But like I could do that.
Just hit me up like, right, what we got?
No, because you won't text me back.
No, slack me.
Like, okay, I'll slack you. I'll be more professional.
I have basically been like waking up in the middle like that, like really stressed that I'm unorganised and like just about this first quarter of the year. But the only thing keeping me going is whenever I check the time, it's 2:22 in the morning. The last 2 nights I've checked the time at 2:22 in the morning. I've got this new toothbrush that times me exactly. I brushed my teeth 2:22 last night.
Shut.
I keep seeing 333 everywhere. Like
I see a lot of
and it's just like all I have right now is I don't know how the next 3 months is going to go. But
you've got the angel numbers there.
Yeah.
I think that's such a good thing to hold on to.
And I've had such good hires for like head of creative.
Alright, that's what I want to speak about. I thought you could just be like, guys, like real quick, we're hiring for this. I don't know if you know, for Odd Muse, we're hiring this, just to spread the word. Well, no, I don't want to do that.
It did actually do quite well on my personal TikTok.
So I'm just thinking, but unless you don't want to.
I don't really want to.
I could tell by your face that.
No, but I do stuff like that on my personal TikTok.
Okay.
It's a bit boring for me.
Okay, absolutely. Right, next thing we're going to do. Aimee, do a 30-second overview of what Odd Muse is. People have just found out the brand. Like, it's 2025, people have just found out the brand. You need to be like, right, I'm going to give you 30 seconds. I've got a timer and everything. Okay. And I'm going to film you. Okay. Slay! There you are. Stunning. Love that for you. Give them any sneak peeks about 2025. Any sneak peeks?
I want to do a pop-up in...
Stop it. What were you then finding out at the same time I'm finding out? I know you mentioned this last year.
Like some sort of EU pop-up to align with our EU warehouse. Like mega like,
God, there's so many beeps in this.
Loads of customers. It will be like more like fabulous vibes.
I said this to people.
We could do it in a day. Like I want a shop as big as this room, like very small, chic.
But I think it's just to see, is there a market for Odd Muse in da-da-da?
Yeah. And also I want it to line up with our EU warehouse, so it's like an EU launch.
Slay. Okay, so the
that's
EU
like
pop-up.
March.
Stunning. Okay, anything else? Can you give us a hint?
We're going to do another big sample sale.
Yes, sir. Have you decided where?
I will probably do it at the same place, but you know the unit round the corner that was like 10 times bigger?
Yes, we need that.
Important.
That's
how many people
so
do you think we'd have outside this year? There was 2,000 last year.
I don't know, that's really good for the anxiety.
But if we triple the size, we can get triple the people in, so it doesn't matter if the queue triples.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want people waiting 7 hours.
Would you do more than one day though?
No, I'd do one day.
Same way, like would we give them times to come in? I think that was the point. No, but
I think the queue was fine.
It's just some people do.
We just have to work harder to keep the queue to like 4 hours maximum.
Yeah, we have to work that queue again.
Not including people who get there at 5 AM. Like
no.
4 hours from like when we open.
Yes, agreed. Okay, cool. So EU pop-up, a sample sale's coming your way, girls, and really fun events in store for New York and London. Yeah.
I'm planning something fun for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I was waiting to get onto that, but that's without you guys. It's a little meeting. That's really exciting. So I hope you guys are ready. 25 is Odd Muse year. No, it just came with that, but I wasn't gonna vibe with it. Guys, we're doing a TikTok, so I thought I'd bring you along. How do I?
No one mourns the wicked.
No, this is why you break stuff.
That's
Guys.
how I was doing it in China.
Yeah, that's how you break things.
Right.
I can go from behind.
Okay.
Oh, do you think it might be funny if we cut halfway? Actually, no, because I want to do the other trope. Sorry, keep going. We've got to do it in time.
We've got to just start jumping.
Wait, why is my head not in it? friend.
That's all you're getting at me.
I don't even Slay.
I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna film on here as well in case like some fun things.
We're having a quick socials meeting.
I feel like we don't do these often, but when we do them, they're really
Yes.
productive.
Yeah. So I'm just going to show you some of the candidates ahead of create, just so you know. Only like portfolio work, just so you know what they'll be doing in comparison and how it will help us, and we can focus on socials.
Not losing my job.
You're not losing your job, no.
I did see this on your Instagram and I thought, right.
No,
What does that mean
but
for me
your
25?
socials.
I know.
So it's kind of an example, but
Keep portfolio.
yeah, so it's kind of making it really sort of editorial, thinking,
Mm.
okay, how does this campaign translate into each store?
Yes.
All stuff like that. So they're not taking your job, but they will be someone that you can like work with.
Yeah.
But for us, it's more so, okay, what do we want to do in the shoots? So,
It's that emoji.
because it's going to the moon.
No, the other one. You're like January.
Because that's how I feel about January.
No, we're being...
No, but there's a lot to do. We have shoots, so many shoots to plan.
Yeah.
We're kind of a little bit behind on socials for January, like what's the vibe?
That's what I was
Got to plan
meeting.
Valentine's Day, and I kind of want to get ahead, so I want to start planning pre-spring.
Okay.
But I have had some ideas. Where is the bridesmaid social day? So I've just been like linking all stuff. The way in which I want to come into the shoot.
Don't just laugh at us, sorry.
Because we've got like loads of cameras. We can't have a meeting
This
without
is social.
But the way in which, I feel like when we did pre-fall, she was like, what is the shoot? It's not Odd Muse. Where's Aimee?
Yeah.
But I don't want to be in the shoot. So I
Okay.
think what would be really cute for bridesmaids is randomly been putting like really random real ideas. I can invite you to this and we can just like
Dump
it
I've got
in
my
there.
deck, but I'll show you that in the meeting.
Okay, cool. Fun.
Cute. I won't say my idea, but you know, like I was thinking previously, you know, in 27 dresses, and at the end they have like the bride, and then they have like all the dresses like lined up.
Yeah.
And they show like all like the different dresses. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah.
But we'll talk through that when we go for
Yeah.
shoots.
So I think when we go into shoots now, we should have 10 reels that we absolutely want to make.
Yes.
That we can hand over
tick,
in the
tick,
next
tick,
week.
tick. Yeah.
Because we actually can grow so much on Instagram if we get a grid post out every day and a reel post.
Yeah, as you say.
But we just don't have the content at the moment.
Yeah.
Like Q1 hasn't had the launches.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm
December's
kind of
just
like,
been a bit dry.
yeah.
But
It was
that's
kind
because
of like,
December. We did,
yeah.
guys. We saw each other for 30 minutes. Can we just all deep that?
Yeah.
I saw you for 30
But
minutes.
if we can get better forward planning, which is what we're going for,
Yeah.
which, yeah.
May I ask when Head of Creative's gonna like?
Hope in March.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Ready for Breezeborough.
Yeah. So yeah, Q1 we are chasing our tail a little bit, but it'll be for the greater good.
We've always
And
been chasing
literally in like February, I want to put in like, we should get a critical path together.
Yeah.
But in February, I want to start thinking about result plans.
Yeah.
That'd be good, won't it?
Yeah. Slay. Really love
Yeah.
that.
That'd be so good.
We should go to Australia at one point though. I think that would. God, I don't know how I'm gonna.
That's it.
I love it. I love it.
Imagine that as a midi, like the.
Oh, she does it every time.
That will
She
vibe.
does it every time.
I need a few more designs, but yeah.
I love that. I'm not gonna say what it is, but recently.
So Wimbledon as well. Isn't
Yes. So not sure about the title,
It? Yeah. Oh.
but it's just funny.
I mean, it's Odd Muse Bridesmaid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an idea of like making it a bit more, because they could get like food, I don't know, like you get your breakfast vibe. They've got these like apartments. You're not finding this.
I'm not vibing with it. Do you want to know my idea?
Yes.
Yes.
I wanted to do. Yeah, that's the one.
But you kind of want to shoot it as if you can still see the lights.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
it's
Yeah,
got
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
houses.
like that if it's just a house.
But you could do that in that house you found.
But we've not got like lights and
R.I.P.
things to
Elizabeth
use.
Jones.
She died.
Yeah.
She died in a skiing accident. Liam Neeson's
Years
wife.
ago, Liam Neeson's never
Do you know
recovered.
Apparently he's dating Pamela Anderson now.
Shut up.
I heard that, I
Oh my
heard
god,
that.
love that.
Yeah.
So we need like a little London Airbnb, I think.
Yeah, but I
Like,
just can't find anything that's the same.
I'm kind of like, I just don't know.
I like the idea of it being in the townhouse. But there's a lot of lights and stuff.
Like how it actually going to.
Oh yeah, like what the photos would look like if it's like got a window in it.
None of them look like friends. I think that's my issue.
Yeah, but then we can make that work. That's good acting. Because I literally, I liked her being ginger because I was like mint.
Hello guys, I'm back. I left my jar salad at home, so I had to come back to it. So it's now
3 PM and this is the first bit of food that's touched my mouth, which is not good. I need to prep some like little breakfasts or stuff that I can just have at the office. But there is like 10 meals in this salad. I got back and boiled loads of couscous to go with it, as if it wasn't big enough. It's greatness. But yeah, today was so many meetings. I've got so many meetings tomorrow, so many interviews tomorrow. Thursday, sign off, Christmas party, and then Friday the yellow thing. So I'm a busy gal this week. Today's been a good day. I had loads of meetings that I needed to have, that like on stuff that was like keeping me up at night, so feel a little bit more organised. And I am keeping the same structure that I used to do in 2024, where I'll go into the office 10 till 2. It just means that I have a bit of time in the morning because I like to get a TikTok out before I go to work. So that means I can get ready, film and edit a TikTok, sort the dog out, fun stuff like that. Go into work, get to work within 15 minutes because there's no traffic. Have all my meetings, 2 PM, get back here for Oddie, have some lunch, and like hunker down and do my emails, because I'm really struggle to do emails in the office. Like even when no one is needing me, I'm kind of like just looking around waiting for someone to ask me something. So it's kind of my own issue, but I just do get through my emails better at home. I need to film part 2 of Oddie's Andrex ad, which is so cute. I actually need to do that in the next hour. Now I'm just joining a call with Shannon, one sec.
I was in the warehouse, so when I get no signal in here sometimes, so it doesn't come through.
Oh, fair enough. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Sorry, I'm eating my lunch because it's like the first chance today, but sorry if you hear me like crunching.
No, that's okay. So I can call you back if you want.
No. Honestly, I'm going into another meeting after this, so it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Full of meetings today then.
Yeah, it feels like the first day back.
People on TikTok ask me if you have separation anxiety, and I think you do. What do you want? You want me to go and sit on the sofa with you? Reason for Aimee's late, well, I say lateness, I always make it by like a minute. New reason for Aimee's lateness is de-icing her car. Happy Wednesday. I'm on my way into the office. I'm not gonna lie, the first week back is so busy. I do not normally have this many meetings on a Wednesday. I'm headed in now. I've got my first meeting at 10 o'clock. I've had quite a productive morning. I got up at 7, did like a good hour and a half stint just working my way through my emails. I did have to do that late last night, but I have got somewhere with it. So I should be able to clear them today. Took Oddie for a walk. Real sense of achievement when he does a poo before I go to work. So tick, tick, tick. The only real delay in my morning was de-icing my car, so I think that was pretty good going. First meeting at 10 AM is with the whole marketing team about when we hit 1 million followers. It will hopefully happen quite soon, but it is definitely happening, so I want to have like quite a good plan. So it's really just a brainstorming session. It's not really like anyone's presenting anything to me. It's just like, what are the first thoughts? After that, I have an interview. I have about 4 interviews today for Head of Creative, which is quite fun. Basically just inviting them in. I want to chat to them and just kind of see who I like vibe with the most, because this role is going to be so personal to me. I'm like really handing over the creative side of my business, so I'm not handing it over but sharing it with someone, and I think, you know, I need to just really, you know, feel like I can just feel comfortable with them and stuff like that. And I think that's very important when hiring as well. So yeah, I've got 4 of them today, and then I have a meeting with our 3PL. Now, we moved to a 3PL last year and it was amazing because when we had orders in-house, we could not get them out quick enough. The same team were also processing returns, and it was just majorly overwhelmed. So, and also it was a bit of a blessing last year because we really grew, like our orders really grew. Like we went from having like 100 orders a day to having 500 orders a day to having 1,000 orders a day, pretty much sort of like overnight. So like resort and then resort 2, and then Black Friday has really pushed us over that 1,000 orders a day. If we was managing the warehouse, we would have had to like really quickly hire staff, and we just wasn't equipped for that. However, we are experiencing a bit of a problem with our returns at the moment, to be totally honest. I do think since moving to a 3PL, word has got out that maybe it's easy to return to Odd Muse. We've spotted quite a few people, like when we're really looking granular into it, spotted a few things that, I don't know, we wouldn't accept in returns. We just feel like word's got out that it's super easy to return to Odd Muse, and you know, we are a luxury brand and it is costing the business quite a lot of money. So like, for example, I spent £8,000 last week processing returns, and I think this is a side of business that people don't get. And we got a very small amount of backlash from Black Friday where we didn't accept returns on our 40% clearance. So mostly everyone shopped, you know, cap sleeves at 20% off and shopped our 30% sale. Not a lot of people really went for the 40% clearance because, you know, we made it a good Black Friday. We didn't just put what we're trying to clear in, we put, you know, everything in for everyone, because it really is going to be like one of our last Black Fridays. And the 40% section was super clear that, you know, you can't return, all sales are final, and a lot of brands do that. Now if you really want to be granular with it, there, you know, a lot of people like to say that it's the, you know, financial law and stuff like that, but I think if there is really clearly stated, then, you know, that is fair enough. I mean, we still didn't break that law. That's the thing. Like, you were still able to get a gift card or exchange it. I was on live the other day and I had this one girl that is really trying to cause like quite a big stir on TikTok about it, just saying like, when are you going to make your returns policy legal? And I think it's so mean to not look into it and generalise our whole return policy because we had 10 items in a 40% clearance sale that we said like no returns on. And it makes me sad because we could do such a good sample sale this year, and last year the feedback was that, you know, obviously people were waiting 7 hours to get into our sample sale, which wasn't ideal. Now I would love to do it online because it makes it easier for everyone. It also means an international customer can shop, but unfortunately there is going to be people that are just going to want to return. So I'm trying to look into it, whether we can do it on a completely separate site, and it's kind of like you fully sign like a waiver to say this is a sample sale, these items are up to 70% off because they are either faulty or, you know, the purpose of this sale is to clear. It doesn't really come with customer service, and that is with all sample sales. And I think that's why a lot of sample sales are in person, because people can't really, like, people just, I don't know, sometimes people just take it too far online, and it's a shame for like the 99% of people that genuinely just want to shop a sample sale a bit easier rather than waiting in the cold and queuing up and physically going anywhere. So yeah, I'm just trying to work that out at the moment. But anyway, we are meeting with our 3PL today to discuss bringing our returns in-house, because yeah, I just feel like there's something skewed there. Like, our returns have never been this high, and they've been quite consistently high, and it is damaging the business quite a lot. It's you know, it's costing us a lot of money, it's affecting our margin. I totally understand, and I think more people should understand why brands simply cannot do free returns anymore. I mean, brands like ASOS and stuff like that, when you're getting like 10,000 orders a day, 20,000 orders a day, and your purpose is to constantly just get orders, then, you know, fair enough, that is an incentive. but for, you know, brands that are slower than that, and, you know, Odd Muse is a big brand, but still incomparable to, you know, everyone out there that do the major profitable brands floating on the stock market. We simply just cannot afford it. So yeah, I never really detest when brands, it's annoying, but I always understand when brands have to charge for returns, because the way in which business has changed over the last 5 years, some things are just impossible. Like, I think over the next few years you will start to see all the premier deliveries really drop out, and or see, you know, brands like ASOS, and we've seen it with Zara, but real high street brands really upping their prices to basically fund all these incentives. I'm literally waffling now, but I do hope that gives some insight, because a lot of people take it so personal, like we don't offer free returns, we're just pocketing money, and it's like, no, we're just like subsidising what we actually have to pay to process returns. So yeah, that's why I love stores, because you get to try it on, there's no returns, people are like 99% sure they want it. Returns is not an issue in store, but of course I think you do need to be a bit of an online powerhouse to get people to go to your store and get people to recognise and walk in. So it's kind of like a catch-22, like everything in business, but I have chatted to you my whole way to the office. I'm officially there now.
Yeah, I think the basis of this call is just discussing us moving our returns in-house, which I know Shannon's had like the first conversations with you guys, but we just kind of wanted to jump on the call and take the opportunity to just explain our further reasons, because of course we spoke to you guys about why initially we wanted to bring them back, but I think from my side it's just reiterating that our returns have become quite a big issue in our business internally.
I barely filmed any of my meetings, but how can you really film interviews? Most part of my day was actually interviews, and you know what, so good, like such good people have applied for head of creative, and yeah, I mean, I'm such an impulse person, so I'm saying to our head of growth, like, yep, we found the person, and she's just like laughing at me. But I really think I have some more interviews tomorrow. But yeah, I just was really vibing today, and I think it's very important to feel really comfortable with someone and feel like they understand your vision, but also in all roles you hire for, I think one thing I really look for now is like they know a lot more than you, and like they've got a lot more experience in that field than you, and you can, like, you know, always be there for, in this case, the vision, but you know, they know a lot more about like the nitty-gritty and the execution. I couldn't film too much of my first meeting because that was a bit of a funny one. We were speaking with our 3PL just about taking our returns back for like a small amount of time, because we kind of want to get a sense of why they are so high at the moment. It's like a real anomaly at the moment. It's really like damaging the business, and I'm wondering if there's any cases where it's maybe like the counterfeits are coming back or anything like that. So yeah, we spoke about just temporarily taking them in-house. It's 2:30. I am racing home because I've left Oddie for 5 hours, which 4 hours is my maximum, but I am just taking it up to 5 hours because he's always fine after 5 hours. He's actually more chill on 5 hours. 4 hours he always runs to the door like scrapping and like so excited, whereas 5 hours he's kind of like in bed and kind of like, he's like, who's there? So yeah, I'm moving my thing to 5 hours because yeah, otherwise I just disappoint myself, and I think 5 hours is a nice amount in office. Like, I have constant meetings, there's no breaks in between, so it's nice to have a couple of hours at home in the morning and just that couple hours in the afternoon at home to just like decompress, look at my emails. I do actually have a call at 3 PM just with I have like a manager who deals with all my public speaking things, and yeah, we just have something to discuss. I'm doing a talk at Soho House, which I think is quite fun, at their 180 house. It was so funny. Josh was like, I'm gonna come, we'll get a drink after. Like, I was like, it's 8:30 in the morning on a Wednesday, how do you feel about that? And he was like, oh no, I'm not coming. Also had a meeting with our fabulous store manager, Aimee. Shout out Aimee. She is just absolutely amazing. And we are actually giving her the responsibility of New York and really helping like lead the not the strategy, but just lead the team out there, just go back and forth a little bit and very much sort of be like, this is the target for the week, happy Monday, all stuff like that. All these things I would absolutely love to do, but I just do not have the time whatsoever, and I think it's important for people to still feel like there's someone there, and that's like a big struggle when you grow a business, is going from that like one person that can, you know, give people the attention they need and also lead the team, to suddenly that job being impossible for one person and having to be like one set person per department. So yeah, it's a real transition, but I like people to feel like there is someone there that, you know, is leading them, but also like watching their performance and tracking their progression and stuff like that is so important. I'm feeling quite good today. I just want to go catch up on my emails. I was going to go to Pilates this evening, but I mean, I'm feeling good, but I'm not feeling energized. It's absolutely freezing out there, and I am going to go and put my pajamas on. Guys, it is 4 PM. I've finished all my meetings for the day. I have to get you onto this because this is my favourite dinner ever, and it takes me like 5 minutes to make. It is amazing. Right, let me get the full shebang out for you. We have the Dalesford Organic chicken bone broth. I always get Josh beef and I have chicken, and this is just like chicken bone broth, ginger, greens, bits of chicken, very, very healthy. But it's bone broth. It's just like water. It's not filling. So we add noodles. We fry off, and I don't always do this, to be honest, it's just because I have them in the freezer. I'm going to fry off these Itsu gyozas. And it just makes the most perfect ramen. I add like a bit of sesame oil and a bit of soy sauce to take like this bone broth to like a bit more of a ramen taste. But honestly, it's my favourite dinner. It's so like nice and hearty. I do normally fry off some corn as well, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to add some frozen peas in. Sit on the sofa with Oddie for a hot sec and just enjoy my ramen. I have been such a bad vlogger today because when I got in the car, the vlogging camera wouldn't turn on and the camera was dead, the battery was dead. So yeah, it's now 2:30 on a Thursday. I've actually done my whole Thursday in a very short amount of time because we have our Christmas party. So I'm racing home right now to quickly walk Oddie, and then I'm going to go back to the office because we have a team strategy meeting. So we do a summer party and a Christmas party, and before them we have a mid-year strategy and an end-of-year strategy. So the January one's a little bit late, but it's just to like round up the year, talk about 2025 and talk about new hires and all stuff like that. So maybe we can film some of that.
Hyper growth, and now we want to fully like sustain everything that we're doing and kind of maybe reflect on what we're doing and not just like race ahead. Just put that one as a finger in the air, but that was just going in for the start of this year.
Like ops, we now have an ops team, which is amazing. And yeah, I just feel like 2025 is going to be the best year. Yeah, why not? Woo! This morning has been absolutely manic. I had design fits. So this is basically where I will try on all the product, and anything I don't like won't then go down into fits with like a garment tech or a medium or large size model. If I don't like it, we won't obviously do it. So it kind of cuts out any unnecessary works on samples that I don't love. And I always give them a rating after fits, and it was a solid 8 out of 10. It was a really good fit meeting. It covered from like April all the way up until September, and it's just exactly where I see the brand going. I interviewed someone this morning, which was amazing. We've had such good calibre of candidates across the 2 days. It's very, very difficult decisions, but just very, very happy that these kind of people want to come and work at Odd Muse, to be honest. It's so fun. So I had an interview straight after Fits, and then I had an ops sign off, I don't want to ring my brother, buying sign off, signed off all the orders for next week, all little niggly bits within product ahead of Chinese New Year. So exclusive to the vlog, I have spoken about how I'm redesigning the perfume bottle, but in the interim there are so many people that are like, we just want the Odd Muse perfume back, I'm nearly running out. I've had influencers message me like, I'm literally on my last few sprays, what is going on? So we have come up with the brilliant idea to basically put it into tester tubes, so 15ml bottles, which to be honest I much prefer. Like, I purchase 15ml bottles of perfume because they fit in the handbag so nicely. I'm so over like obnoxious like bottles, and that's why I'm struggling so much with the design. But anyway, so we can like, you know, get the product to you quite quickly and in a fun way, we have done like these really beautiful like tubes of the Odd Muse perfume, and I signed that all off today, and we're going to do it exclusive for TikTok shop, and I think they're going to fly out. Like, we only had 500, but I upped it to 1,000 because I really think they're going to fly out. Obviously, like, they were a good price in their 50ml bottles, but the 15ml is obviously a lot cheaper than the 50ml bottles. So yeah, I'm so excited for that perfume to come back because I have missed it as much as everyone else. The scent was amazing, but the actual sort of like bottle we never really loved, but we just had the scent ready for so long. So I confirmed that scent back in 2022. So yeah, I'm so glad it's having a comeback in 2025. So yeah, that's really exciting. But I am going to close out this vlog because yeah, when I get back, we're doing our strategy day, we're going to get the drinks flowing, and we're just going to celebrate a very amazing 2024 and plan an even more amazing 2025.